Throughout our lives, facial expressions have always been with us. They show people how we are feeling at the moment, whether it be sadness, happiness, pain, or even disgust. Facial expressions are a basic human behavior that is seen everywhere. But if they show up on us, then are they able to show up on animals? We are often compared to animals because of the same basic behaviors that we each share, such as survival and reproduction. This makes it confusing because although we share basic action, it is hard to know whether or not we share the same facial expressions. Charles Darwin had believed that all animals and humans express the same emotions through similar behaviors, and had expressed this belief in his book, The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals. This philosophy led to more studies for emotions in animals and humans to be conducted. One study included an experiment conducted by Nate Dolensick and several others that showed a series of tests performed on mice to see if they show any facial expression to express how they are feeling in the moment.
These tests involved injections of lithium chloride to show an expression of discomfort. Several levels of tail shocks to show an expression of pain. Given them sweet sucrose would have them show an expression of pleasure from the sweet taste it had. They were also given bitter quinine as a snack to show a facial expression of disgust. And finally, exposing the mice to freezing temperatures as well as escape routes would give them a sense of fear or danger.
By proving the theory of whether or not mice have facial expressions, this experiment showed that it had many strengths to do it in order to be able to prove the hypothesis. For instance, it used scientific tests for each facial expression, such as an injection for a discomforted face on the mouse. This gave a more variety of facial expressions that mice could show instead of just testing one expression. Another strength to this experiment would be the amount of visuals they gave in their article. This helps the readers and other scientists see the photographic evidence that further proves the results of their experiment.
However, these strengths do not imply that this experiment cannot be improved nor that it didn't have any weaknesses. For instance, this experiment could have used an even greater number of mice to experiment on. This would have given a stronger point in showing that rodents do give the same facial expressions for each emotion by having more than one mouse in a test. Another downfall to this experiment would be the cruelty exposed to the mice. When they were trying to gather the facial expressions of disgust or discomfort from the mice, they had exposed the mice to a painful injection. They had also forced the mice into extremely low temperatures which could have been harmful as well as deadly to the mice. This is why they should have come up with more morally safe ways to test the mice, such as the bitter quinine and sweet sucrose tasting test.
For us as a group, we were able to see the different facial expressions that mice can make. This discovery showed us a bigger picture of how much animals, rodents, and we humans are connected. This kind of discovery is what makes it important for scientists to wonder and have curiosity, because they are the ones that expand our knowledge.
Through this article, I was able to broaden my knowledge on animal testing. Knowing that rodents can feel and express how they feel through facial expressions the way humans do is interesting but distressing at the same time. Being aware of the discomforting conditions these animals went through and continue going through because of animal testing is tough to process.
I was able to learn from this article that many animals, rodents, and humans are more connected emotionally than just sharing basic instincts. Everyone has feelings to express, including the animals that we do not think about much, which is why it makes it more difficult for me to accept animal testing because I now know that they also feel the same pain that we would if we were tested on.